Hi, today we will discuss about protochordata and euchordata and what are their differences. These are the two groups of phylum chordata. Then protochordata is also known as acraniata and euchordata is also known as craniata. First character is there in protochordata, notochord persistent, then no skull, that is also known as cranium, and vertebral column means notochord is persistent. notochord हमेशा थ्रू आउट द लाइफ बनी रहेगी, जबकि स्कल और वर्टिब्रल कॉलम एब्सेंट होते हैं. जबकि यूकॉर्डेटा में notochord is replaced by vertebral column and skull is well developed. So there are two contrasting characters in protochordata and euchordata. In euchordata, notochord is replaced by vertebral column and skull is well developed. Then we come to the second point, enterocoelic coelom in protochordata, which is arising by the budding of from embryonic archenteron. एंटेरोसिलिक सिलोम मीन्स ऐसे सिलोम जो कि एम्ब्रियो के आर्केंटेरॉन से बडिंग के थ्रू बनती है. जबकि दूसरी तरफ यूकॉर्डेटा में जो सिलोम होती है दैट इज शाइजोसिलिक, अराइजिंग बाय स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ मेसोडर्म. शाइजो मीन्स स्प्लिटिंग. किसकी स्प्लिटिंग? मेसोडर्म की स्प्लिटिंग से जो सिलोम बनती है दैट इज नॉन एज Schizocylic coelom. Then the third character in protochordata is no appendages, no cephalization and no exoskeleton. All these are absent. Appendage is absent, cephalization absent, exoskeleton absent. Whereas in euchordata, usually two pair of appendages and a well developed head and exoskeleton present. So this is the difference between protochordata and euchordata. In protochordata, all these are absent, appendages, cephalization, exoskeleton. But in euchordata, appendages, cephalization and exoskeleton are present. Next, in protochordata, pharynx with permanent gill slits and endostyle present, that is unique character of protochordates. Whereas in euchordata, pharyngeal gill clefts persist or disappear. यानी कि pharyngeal gill slits throughout the life भी हो सकते हैं या फिर वो disappear भी हो सकते हैं. In hair, as in hair chordates, they are disappeared. Then endostyle is absent because, as we already said, that is endostyle is a unique character of protochordata. Next, heart chamberless if it is present in protochordata. Why here it is written if present? Because protochordata has two subphylum, urochordata and cephalochordata. In urochordata, heart is present, and in cephalochordata, heart is absent. So, if present in protochordata, it is chamberless and no RBC in blood in protochordata. Whereas in euchordata, heart is two chambered, maybe three chambered or four chambered also, as in mammals. And blood contains RBC. Then kidneys known as protonephridia in protochordata, whereas kidneys are mesonephric or metanephric in euchordata. Next, in protochordata, sexes are separate or maybe united also, but in euchordata sexes are separate, means they are unisexual. Respiration asexual or maybe sexual in protochordata, but it is only sexual in euchordata. Then gonoducts absent in protochordata and it is present in euchordata. So the last difference between protochordata and euchordata is development, that is indirect with a free swimming larva in protochordata, whereas development will be direct or indirect in euchordata. There may be larval stages, then it will be indirect, and development is direct as in mammals, whereas no larval stages are present. So these are the differences between protochordata and euchordata. Next, here we will discuss about euchordata because we have already discussed in previous videos about protochordata. So in euchordata there is a single subphylum Vertebrata, and these are the two divisions of subphylum Vertebrata. First is Agnatha and second is Gnathostomata. This Agnatha is there are some differences between these two divisions. Agnatha is without true jaw, A means absence of, Gnatha means jaw. Whereas in Gnathostomata, jaws are present, true jaws are present. The second difference is in Agnatha, paired appendages are absent, whereas in Gnathostomata, appendages are paired, that is pectoral and pelvic appendages in a pair. Then third difference is inner ear with two semicircular canals in protochordata, whereas inner ear with three semicircular canals in euchordata. So in protochordata two semicircular canals, and in euchordata three semicircular canals in inner ear. The last difference between Agnatha and Gnathostomata is in Agnatha notochord persistent in adults, and in Gnathostomata notochord may be persist or replaced by vertebral column. Then further discuss about Agnatha. There are two classes in Agnatha. Agnatha, we have discussed that it is without jaw. But the first class is ostracodermy, in which first vertebrates which were jawless are included, and these are extinct animals. These are not present in the present वर्ल्ड. सो ये सभी एनिमल सभी विलुप्त हो चुके हैं. तो ये सब फर्स्ट वर्टिब्रेट्स थे, बट दे वर जॉलेस. देन दे वर jawless primitive fish like appearance. Ostracoderms, other name is armored fishes, or they are known as bony skin or shell skin fish. Means their skin is bone like, hard, armored, or like a shell. Then they were abundant during Upper Silurian and Devonian period. Class Ostracodermy is divided into two subclasses. First is monorhina and second is diplorhina. Monorhina means a single median nostril is present, whereas in diplorhina, two separate nasal openings are present. But all the members of this class Ostracodermy are extinct.